Our final project, we are going to take what we looked at in the compare and contrast section with the visuals, and we're going to look at how the visuals can argue a position. Basically, we're going to look at convincing people through our pictures as well as our words. When we create an argument, we are going to create a reasoned argument. We're not going to be, bantering or yelling like we may think of when we hear the word argument. We're going to have a statement that we're trying to convince others of, and our position, our thesis, is going to be supported by reasoning. The reasoning we use will be the reasoning that we state through our thesis will be used to convince others. We want to choose a topic that is controversial. We want to have issues that people have strong opinions on. It cannot be an issue that there's an absolute right or wrong answer. If it's an absolutely proven fact, then you can't argue it with anybody. There's no single authority on the subject. And it's possible to convince other people to change somebody's mind through your statements. I would like for you to choose a topic that is global, which means that it would affect people throughout the world, more than just in our little small community. For example, I might choose a topic of gifted education. My thesis might be that all gifted students should have the right to an education and that meets their particular needs. That is a global issue. It could affect people all around the earth. However, not every single human is affected by it. So try to think of something to convince other people that is global, that affects many people all over. It is very important to know your audience when you argue. You are not going to give reasons, the same type of reasons to the different various audiences. You wouldn't give reasons to children that you may give to business owners. You might not use the same reasons for agricultural purposes than you would for financial reasons. So it's really important to know your audience. We are going to choose something that is work related. So your topic is going to be a topic that would be in your field or your future field, something that you'd like to go into. Some of you may be undecided at this point, and so just think of something that's interesting or something that may be your ideal job in the future. I do want you to stay away from religious or moral-based controversies such as the death penalty or abortion. So this project will require a little bit of research, but not nearly the research that our illustration essay needed. This is going to, we're going to research what other people have to say simply to build our argument. So we are going to take the information, which can include blogs and websites and some of those informal type of sources, and we are going to frame what we find. So if we find something related to another stand, or the opposite belief that we have, or the opposite position that we're taking, you don't have to use that. So in a basic all research type paper, we want to include everything that is found, but we are forming an argument here, so we just want to have sources that can help us create a strong argument, that can help us find some strong reasons. It is not scientific based. We can use anything that might spark an argument in our mind. And so we are going to frame what we find just to focus on what we need. So this final project is a 4-part project, 3 written and then 1 final presentation that will be done through the Blackboard. The first part is to gather our information. So the first thing we need to do is start researching and form an annotated bibliography. So an annotated bibliography will have a list of sources that you've looked at. You should have at least 5, and they can be anything: websites, blogs, YouTube videos, databases, if you'd like to get back in there, anything you want, and that helps develop various opinions. And you're going to frame the sources, find just what you need. You're going to list your sources just like a regular works cited page, only the bibliography will have the MLA citation, and then a small summary of how that source frames to your need. So a small summary of what that article or website or video says that helps you place your position. So look at the set of directions attached, And the first thing you're going to do is start gathering your sources and create an annotated bibliography. You are then going to take the summaries and sort of assimilate them to help you create your argument.